Hey guys, we're back again with another video. If you didn't see our last video, because we're probably going to upload the other one first.
Yeah.
If you didn't see our other video, I suggest you go check it out.
It was very
enlightening.
us. It should be enlightening for you guys as well.
Interesting. So yeah, check it out. It's an ethnic tag video. In today's video, I mean, we're kind of starting a uni talk series because I feel like there's a lot to talk about when it comes to going to university in the UK.
Yeah.
It's an experience, to say the least, you know, a lot of experiences.
Wow.
And I feel like we have quite a lot of perspectives because obviously Black, Asian, and like uni outside of London, uni in London, Russell group, non-Russell group. There's a lot of variety going on. So I feel like we can shed a lot of light, a lot of knowledge. Yeah. But this one in general is just like the struggles of going to uni.
There's many struggles.
There's many struggles. There's many struggles. And this one is mainly about like being the only BAME student or like Black and Asian ethnic minority, as they say. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of tea to share. Okay. So the first point I had was not seeing many students that look like you. Yeah. Kind of thing. Like especially on my campus where I am at uni, I don't see any of my Black people then.
Yeah.
I don't see them.
In my course, let's say we have like around 200 people. I only saw literally about 3 to 4 Black students. 3 to 4 Black students.
Yikes. No, honestly, like, you don't really see them at ACS. But then, apart from that, I don't know where any of these people are.
Yeah.
Where did they go?
The area that my uni is at, mostly Eastern Asian, so there's that. And my campus is mostly geared towards the science and engineering part anyways. So I do mostly see Asian people, like brown Asians, white Asians. Yeah, there are Black people. On my course though, I would say that there's about 4, but it has gone down over the years. There were more at the beginning, but like the Black people in my course, there's so little.
How many students would you say you have in general?
So we had more students definitely at the beginning, but now I think we have like around 130 students.
Ooh, it dropped.
I would say there's less white people than there are Black people.
That's for sure.
There's only one white person, I think, in our entire year group.
I think that's quite common amongst
pharmacy.
My year.
I was gonna be like, wait a moment.
My course,
I don't think pharmacy is that popular amongst white people.
Yeah.
Especially like if you go to university in London, because I feel like it's mostly like. Because a lot of like South Asians aren't allowed to do out of their home. So you're going to see them going to uni in London, like just commuting from home. And I think same for a lot of Black people as well. A lot of people have strict parents, so they prefer to either go to uni in London out of money or just because they don't want to have to deal with their parents being on their back and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, but then even then, it's scarce. It's scarce. It's like,
where are you guys? Where are you?
And it's also like, why am I here? Because everyone's flipping gone to Nottingham or DMU or Leicester.
Somewhere. And it's like, okay, you would like to go, but that's not where your heart tells you.
Exactly. Like, I want to be at a top university somewhere. Like, I don't want to have to go to like Leicester to feel like I fit in. I feel like universities should kind of pick up more diverse students. Actually, I read that 1.5% of University of Cambridge intake was Black and 1.2% at Oxford University, even though 8% of first year undergraduates in the UK are Black. So it's like, how do you go from like 8% to
all the way to 1.5?
It clearly shows that, you know, we're missing quite a lot of universities. But the second point that I had was the surprise from people that you got into uni.
I don't think I had that, especially where I keep my kind of close friends literally really small. So we all had the aspiration of going to university.
Exactly. Yeah.
My family members all went to university, so it wasn't like ever a second thought for me not to go. So yeah, and even if I had friends who kind of had that negative, I'm surprised you're going to uni, I wouldn't surround myself around them because I'm not the type to think, so you think I'm not going to go to uni, so I'm going to be like, oh yeah, let's be besties. I can't deal with stuff like that. If you're not here for me, I'm not here for you.
No, for me, it's more from the point of view of strangers. because I've had quite a lot of times where like, because obviously my campus is smack bang in the middle of London, so we like take the train a lot, take the bus a lot, especially in between campuses. And then you'll just be talking about like, oh yeah, Kings is giving us coursework, oh it's so hard, like as a joke or whatever. Yeah. And then there'll just be like one random old white man in the corner of the bus going, wait, Kings College. Like you just sit, and I'm just there like, wait, wow, what is your problem? Like whenever we talk about like grades, like GCSEs and A levels, whenever we talk about going to Kings, like there's always random people in the corner that's just there like gobsmacked, and you can just see it on their face, and I'm just like, why are you shocked for? Why are you shocked?
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now. Because why is it...
I'm just thinking back to like GCSEs and stuff, and like our white counterparts who get the higher predicted grades. It's just like, that makes no sense if they're both kind of handing in the same amount of work and producing the same amount of work.
Literally, I swear they put you in set 5 for maths, and then you end up with a B, which was more than what some people got in our set. So it's crazy. Like, I don't. What is with the surprise? Am I not allowed to be smart?
That's true.
Am I not allowed to be smart?
And I think that's literally what they expect, because when you like come out and you sound smart, and they're like, oh, you talk white, and when you go to a good university, they're like, oh, why are you like, why aren't we allowed to go to good universities? Why aren't we allowed to speak intellectually? Why aren't we allowed to do all of this?
Like, just treat everyone the same. Like, anyone can get into uni. So please stop it. Please stop.
Yeah, no, I'm similar with Sarah, to be honest. Like, I think everyone expects you to go to university amongst your family. I don't know how it's like with the actual public people though, because like I guess you experience it most on public transport.
That's true.
Public spaces.
For me, in public transport, I don't even know what I'm talking about with my friends, but I don't think anybody turns around to think like that kind of thing. So I don't really know.
I think the next point is kind of like the barriers in universities sort of thing. Like, first of all, them not even taking up as many black or Asian students, but then also like at different sort of events. Like, there was this event that me and my 2 friends went to. It was like a life and health science career event, and there were so many like different top companies, like bio companies, pharmaceutical companies, that sort of thing. And there was a lot of like UCL, Imperial, like a lot of top universities were there basically. And like, they were just there like talking about graduate opportunities and all of that. And by the way, it was me and my 2 other black friends, and we all had like braids or natural hair out. So we were like blackity black, blackity black selves. And literally, you can just see on their faces that they didn't want to talk to us. They didn't want to talk to us. They were just there like, all of them, and most of these companies are kind of based in Cambridge, so already you know that they have that image in their head that we don't see it. But it will be quite rude, because the way that they will talk would be so drastically different to either the East Asians or the white people. And like, as soon as you would turn to walk away to another like table, I literally saw people rolling their eyes and just doing like some dirty looks. Literally, they were just there like, I was like, what is your problem? When I'm around, you don't want to pull out, but like when I go, you're doing all of this.
When I leave, you want to keep doing this, but then when I come around, you don't want to post up.
And there was even this one lady, oh my god, I remember what company it is, but I'm not going to say it because I ain't trying to have anyone come for me. But like, we were talking to her, asking all these questions, being engaging. Yes, I can tell that you don't even want to talk to me and you don't want me there, but whatever, I'm still talking. I'm still going to ask you my questions. I don't care. And she literally had like these leaflets in her hand. She kept it stuck there. She didn't want to give us one. And I'm just there thinking like, you could just give us one to share between the 3 of us.
Why? Like, I actually don't understand. What would you get from not handing out? What would you get from not giving out information?
No, but it gets worse. It gets worse.
They just want to keep it amongst themselves, to be honest.
First of all, they don't want to waste resources on us for some reason. Apparently, we're not deserving of it. But then, like, this East Asian girl literally cut in. She cut in to our conversation. And we were just there.
So what happened after that? What did she say? Like, what?
Basically, she asked the same questions that we did. And the woman, the smile that I suddenly saw on her face, she was like, oh my god, yeah, sure. oh yeah, turn out all of these things, gave her the leaflet, there you go, you know, you can email the company. She didn't ask us to email once, but that's that. And then she went, you know what, and she went to the table, and she got a special stack of cards. She went, this is my personal email, you can email me.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
She emailed me. And bear in mind, us two were still standing there, and we just looked at each other like,
You should have actually questioned me about that, to be honest.
but we can't just like beef, because this is like professional liability.
I know, but you could have been like, can we have one too? Like,
She didn't give us a leaflet to the end. We just walked away. What's the point? You don't
we
want
shouldn't
me
have to
there.
ask for that.
You know what I mean?
I
You
know
gave
you
her
definitely
two.
shouldn't have to ask.
She gave her two in front of our faces. And after that, she still didn't give us one. Like, I don't know what kind of
She needs to be told
stereotyping
that she's
or
wrong.
racism that was going on.
Yeah.
But I just feel like,
That's crazy.
so is this what it's going to be like? Should I just not even bother, like, applying for
it's
jobs?
definitely like something that happens more in your uni as well.
I think where like you said they don't expect black students to go to high achieving schools,
Yeah.
high achieving universities. Once you
It's
start
true.
entering that space and you start like trying to go for senior jobs or like really positions that other people think black people shouldn't go for, black people shouldn't enter that space,
Yeah.
then it makes not that it makes sense, but it's obvious as to why they wouldn't want you there. They want to keep that space to themselves.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
a lot of senior positions and a lot of just like I don't know how to word it.
Just high positions,
Yeah,
really.
they're mostly white people.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
the white
way-
field spaces, and they want it to be white field. They don't want you like to be a CEO. They don't want you to be like a manager.
They don't want to give you the help to get into that
Oh,
position.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't get it. Like, why? Why are you doing that? I think it's probably common for a lot of like top universities.
Yeah.
Like they will just stereotype you. And again, you don't see quite a lot of like ethnic minorities anyways.
Yeah.
So when they do see you, they're just a bit, they're like,
Assume that you're not.
probably not smart,
Yeah.
probably ratchet, probably got in to fill the diversity quota, that kind of thing. And it's just, I don't know, do better. Do better. Like, I'm not saying that I needed the leaflet, but I'm just saying like, I want to feel like I sort of have the chance,
opportunities.
at least. Because I feel like I'm the type of person to try out a lot of things, like going to Korea, doing different jobs, different internships. So like, I feel like I don't, because I know a lot of people, they wouldn't choose to apply in the first place because they feel like, oh, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
They're just going to be racist. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put that barrier to myself, but that barrier is still there anyways. Like you can tell. So it's quite sad, really. I mean, I feel like I like to encourage people to at least try.
It's hard because it seems like even in university, there's a lot of spaces where you don't feel like welcome, or you don't feel that's a space for you to enter.
Yeah.
And so then it's just like, why bother trying?
Yeah. I think one big thing is the whole attainment gap between Black, Asian, and white students. Because I've read that there's a 13.2% attainment gap between graduates. Like attainment in the first place is kind of like the grades you get at the end of uni. So in the UK, it's first, which is 70% plus, 2-1, 60% plus, 2-2, 50% plus, and a third, which is 40% plus. So like white people basically are more likely to get a first or a 2-1 compared to Black and Asian students. I think it's from like 2017, where it says that there's an unexplained difference. Like even if you take into account
everything,
like gender, age, prior attainment, there's an unexplained difference of 17% between white and Black students, and 10% between white and Asian students. So already, like, because you know how graduates, they look for at least a 2-1.
Yeah.
So already you enter uni, you're racist as hell, you're disadvantaged, you get your cheeky 2-2, and then like already in life you can't get all these jobs because you got a worse grade.
I think that's why our ethnicities have learned to do things mostly themselves, like teach themselves. And we're more self-efficient that way. Whereas are they dependent? Would you say white people are more dependent on?
They have more access. They feel more able to do things that we're not allowed. Well, not that we're not allowed to, but
they're more comfortable to ask for that help from different people. I think they're more likely to have like mentors and things as well. Like I feel like if, as an ethnic minority in that sort of space, you have to have connections because otherwise it's going to be very hard to do things by yourself. Whereas a lot of white people might just get a job over someone else more qualified just because they're white. So it's a hard life. It's a hard knock life.
Sad.
It's very sad.
It's the reality, and that's what
It is
it
the
is.
reality.
Like, if it was getting better, then be like, oh yeah, it's getting better, but nothing's really happening.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really any effort.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk, but there's no action. That's what I'm seeing.
Performative. A lot of performative things. I mean, I do want to encourage people to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
Like, just apply for that job, apply for that school, apply for that internship.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, just do it. But, you know, these are the realities
Yeah, you have to take into
of
account
UK university.
I just wish that everyone had the same opportunities and had the same resources and the same attention given to them, rather than thinking that's out of the ordinary for them. Like, it's a norm for them not to be a part of that group and whatnot. Like, they shouldn't expect and assume such things from other people just because they don't fit into that category. So I think everyone should normalize that everyone can be good at everything. Like, it just depends on, like, I suppose, is it upbringing? Not upbringing, but like, it depends on what you have.
Yeah.
And that's how you can access greater things. And if you don't have access to those things, then you can't achieve. I suppose.
Yeah, I just wish like universities, they have all these statistics and they know that there's these differences, but
They just
like,
don't care to change.
yeah. And I'm just like, if you know this, at least try to put in some measures, try to put something in place where you can help those that are disadvantaged. But it's always like silence, crickets, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
They
that's
don't
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
help.
Just a little bit of help doesn't hurt.
I'm pretty sure one day if they were actively like supporting everyone would be equal and there wouldn't be so much of a gap. It just depends on the individual then, how well
Because then
they
you'd
do.
at least have the factors that account for those
Yeah.
differences.
Like, just make the environment great. Quit the stereotypes, because I feel like we are quite stereotyped, especially in my uni. Because I remember one of my friends, black friend, got told by, because basically this professor, right, he puts YouTube links in his because he teaches like biology, and obviously biology doesn't change. Like, it's biology, you just have to learn what it is. And he puts like some YouTube links in his slides for people to go watch, like, to help teach themselves or like learn. And I remember he asked this friend like, how are you revising, how are you studying, kind of thing, and says that she does a mixture of textbooks and watching YouTube videos. And then he probably went in on her like, oh, you know, that's not good, all of that, I'm probably not going to see you next year, you're going to fail. And it might be just because he's mean, but I feel like stereotypes definitely played a big part into that, because I'm pretty sure you won't tell anybody else that they're going to fail.
No, but what was wrong with what she was doing?
You link YouTube videos into your lecture time.
I don't think you should say, oh, you're not going to be here next year.
Literally, like, I'm not going to see you next year. Why are you saying that to a student? I feel like that should not be allowed, full stop. You can't tell someone that they're going to fail just because they're learning biology from YouTube. What the hell?
What happened when he saw her next year?
I don't know.
I think she should have put in a complaint or something, because if
Yeah,
it's that way,
she
that's
should.
not.
Some racist things going on. Or that time where Meghan Markle and the Queen were coming over to my uni and they literally blocked access.
Okay, no, you have to talk about it. That was ridiculous. That was
Like Arab students, apparently the people in the Iranian Society, Palestine Society, I think, and some black students. And let's not like forget the fact that a lot of students had exams that day or lectures. They weren't just going in to go in. So just because the Queen or Meghan Markle was coming, you're going to block access to students. And bear in mind, most of these people are international students. So they're not even paying the regular 9.25k, which is already extortionate. They're paying like 20k, 30k. And you're there to block access to the building. Are you kidding me?
There's like the self-fulfilling prophecy now, to be honest. They're actually saying that, oh, we expect you to be like this way, so we're going to take these precautions and barricade you out.
But it was just unnecessary. Like, why?
Very unnecessary.
Did they ever come up with a statement as to why they did that?
I think someone stepped down.
Oh really? Oh man.
That's it. That's all they ever do. Like, there's so many students that make stupid, like, such insensitive jokes about Black Lives Matters, all of this stupid things, like a lot of white students as well, and they just don't do anything about it. Like, white students saying the N-word to students and stuff like that, and then like the white student end up like crying, oh, I didn't mean to do it. Like, no.
I don't like doing like a privilege when they say something bad and then excusing it just because they're white. They should learn, they should be disciplined.
Literally, nothing ever happens to these students, like you're just expected to just deal with it, you know. It's the part of the uni life, which I don't think it should be, but you know. I swear every time I go on the TL, there's another story. And it's like, at this point, why am I even here? Like, goodbye.
I think it gets so normalized, and it's just like, why? Why do I have to keep talking about the same thing over and over again?
Like, are we just desensitized to it now? Is it just a part of it? Like, is it something we just have to deal with? Just going to that uni? I don't know. It's quite sticky, but more of the story is university, do better.
Please. We're begging you, actually begging you, please do better.
It's too much!
We need our experience to be good. We need to have the same opportunities that other people have. Like, we're not here trying and working our butts off, getting good grades just so we can be put down because of our skin colour, of our race. Like,
I guess this the end.
That's the end of that. So it's all so sad. It's reality. We've got to come to all these deep stuff. It's literally our experience and what we've seen.
Yeah.
So
just keep watching our Uni Talk series because we're gonna come up with a lot of facts, a lot of tea, a lot of truth, and it's gonna be a spectrum of stuff. It's not just gonna be just this. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some fun uni stuff, I guess, as well. That's in the line. But I guess for now we're gonna come up with a few truths. So stay tuned. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.